way to make macaroni and cheese that tastes very similar to Kraft macaroni and cheese, and you won't feel guilty about serving it to your family. Hi everybody, thanks so much for stopping by the Homestead. My name is Sarah from Living Traditions Homestead. And don't you have fond memories of Kraft macaroni and cheese? And don't your kids absolutely love Kraft macaroni and cheese? I love it, Kevin loves it, all of our family loves Kraft macaroni and cheese. But I'm a little less enthusiastic about Kraft macaroni and cheese when I consider, the ingredients that are in it that I'm not familiar with, and I really just want to have more control over the ingredients that goes into the meals that I prepare for my family. So I kind of started on a little mission to find alternative ingredients for macaroni and cheese, but to also find a recipe and ingredients that I can still recreate that flavor, because everybody loves Kraft macaroni and cheese, and in some cases some kids won't eat any mac and cheese unless it is Kraft mac and cheese. So I started looking for an alternative to the cheese powder. Now, cheese powder is super fast and it's super easy, and really it is an affordable alternative to like the real cheese in the store. And I looked at several different companies and several different brands. I looked at cost, I looked at the ingredients, and it was important for me to find one that, for the most part, I knew what every single ingredient in that product was. And it was also really important for me to find a cheese powder that actually said that it includes cheddar cheese. Now, I have found one, and I'm wanting to share that with you. I believe in a product, this cheese powder from Anthony's Goods is the name of the company that I'm using the cheddar cheese powder, and it tastes fantastic. The number one ingredient is cheddar cheese, and it really is affordable. Now, this bag of cheese powder is a 1.5 pound bag, and there is enough cheese powder in here to make the equivalent of 24 boxes of macaroni and cheese with the recipe that I have developed that I'm going to share with you today. Now, one of the great things about making mac and cheese on your own is that you can also choose whatever kind of noodles you want to prepare. If you are wanting whole wheat, if you're wanting organic, if you're wanting gluten-free, whatever you want. And that was another thing that was important to me. I wanted to find an alternative to just standard noodles. We were really hoping to go 100% organic with all things that had flour in it. So the Walmart nearby us actually started carrying an organic pasta, and so we bought that up like crazy as we could, but now all of a sudden they're not carrying it for some reason, and we're back to regular pasta until they can start carrying that again. We're very limited on our grocery options here in our rural area, so we're just doing what we can until then. But the control is up to all of us when we're making the mac and cheese this way. Now, we have been using this cheese powder for quite a while now. We absolutely love it. If you are interested in learning more about this and the rest of their great products, their website will be in the description down below. We'll put a link there. And if you go on there and you like what you see, if you order from them, we'll get a small commission. Now, they do have free shipping, which is fantastic. It's all made in the USA, great ingredients, great company. Now, what about the cost in comparison to a box of Kraft mac and cheese? Well, actually, if you compare the two, to make a box of Kraft mac and cheese in comparison to the same amount of ingredients and in this recipe, the difference is about 30 cents to 60 cents more to do it this way, depending on the kind of pasta you use. So I'm excited to share with you today the recipe that I've kind of created that will taste a lot like Kraft macaroni and cheese. So we're going to get started. Now, when I make this recipe, I actually double the amount of a standard box of Kraft macaroni and cheese. I use a whole pound of pasta. And that's the other thing that's really nice about this is you have control over the amount that you're gonna make for your family. Who makes just one box of Kraft mac and cheese for their family? You're like fighting over the last noodles, you know? So in this way, you have control of how much you make for your family, and I love that. So I am just gonna get started. We're using the same ingredients that you would to make Kraft mac and cheese. I'm gonna get started boiling up my noodles, and then we'll come back and make all the sauce and see how it goes. Okay, let's get started making mac and cheese. So first we're gonna put in 1/2 cup of this cheese powder. I'm using a 1/4 cup, so I'll do that twice. I have 4 tablespoons of butter we're gonna put in there. A 1/2 teaspoon of salt. This is pink Himalayan salt. And 3/4 cup of milk. So I just add it all in there, and I'm just gonna stir it in. That butter will start to melt, and all of that cheese powder will start mixing in with the butter and the milk. Now I used 1 whole pound of macaroni noodles. Finished. That was so easy, and it's gonna taste so amazing. You guys, I really hope you try this recipe. It's so good. It tastes just like Kraft mac and cheese. I am going to put the recipe in the description down below so that you don't have to take notes. You guys, make sure to go to anthonysgoods.com and take a look at their products. They are fantastic. I know you're going to love them. I hope that this idea has given you an opportunity to live a more simple and traditional life in this modern world. Hey, if this is your first time visiting our homestead, welcome. We would love for you to subscribe, and while you're at it, check out our new Facebook group called Traditionalists with Living Traditions Homestead. Until next time, you guys, thanks so much for stopping by the homestead. Take care, and God bless.